that today has gone well for you. Today is Monday morning. It is December the 2nd, 2024. It's about 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I hope that you all are having a wonderful week, a wonderful Monday. I hope it's been a productive and stress-free week for you so far. As for me, I'm doing good myself. It's Monday morning here, so I have to go to work in a little bit. We had a 4-day weekend, because I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So I can't lie, it's gonna be kind of rough coming back from that. But I'm prepared to go back to work like it's fine. But it's always interesting, coming back from like a 3-day weekend, or even in this case a 4-day weekend. It's always like harder to do that versus say just a regular 2-day weekend, because it's like, okay, now you're kind of in a slump, you're kind of out of the routine of just going to work and everything. And so I gotta get back into the routine, 5 days a week, because last week with the 2 days being off, I only went to work 3 days last week. So yeah. I knew this day would come, where I have to go back to work. So yeah. And so I hope y'all are doing good though. I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. I know I haven't uploaded on this channel recently, and I have to, upload more on this channel, just to stay consistent. But I've been uploading a lot on my main channel, and the link to my main channel will be in the description box below. It's ASMR Well Rest. That's the name of my main channel, just in case you're someone who stumbles across this video but you don't know about my main channel. Main channel is called ASMR Well Rest. Alright, so what I want to talk about in this video is, if you're somebody who doesn't have any career prospects, say you're working a dead-end job, whether it's a retail job, fast food, warehouse, or some sort of hospitality job, consider getting a CDL. The reason I say consider getting a CDL is because when it comes to a lot of these jobs, right? Fast food, retail, warehouse, etc. A lot of these jobs, let's be completely honest, they more than likely don't pay a whole lot of money. And with the fact that they don't pay a whole lot of money, you're probably in a situation where you're working these jobs. If you're not someone who is living with their parents, you're probably out living in the real world. You probably have roommates, because it's probably very difficult for you to afford like your own apartment working these types of jobs. And so with that, getting a CDL honestly will put you in a better financial situation than most of these jobs in retail, fast food, restaurant, hospitality, warehouse, etc. A CDL, I'm telling you, it'll put you in a better financial position than most of these jobs can offer, right? And so that's why I say you want to consider it if you're in that position. Now, I would say if you're not 21 years old yet, you want to wait until you're 21, because that's when most companies are going to be willing to hire someone with a CDL. Now, I believe you technically can get a CDL before the age of 21, but you just can't drive interstate. Like, you'd have to stay in the same state. And a lot of companies won't hire somebody under 21. So it's like, okay, if you're in that situation, you want to at least wait until you're 21. saved, put yourself through CDL school. But if you don't have a lot of money saved, you can go through a company and go through their training program and get a CDL that way, where they will put you through CDL school, and as long as you try for them for however long their contract states, you basically won't have to pay out of pocket for CDL. But that goes for certain companies. Not all companies do that. Some companies, they will pay for you up front to go to CDL school, but they'll subtract some of the payments out of your checks each week, right? So you have that, and that can, like I said, that can be a good option for somebody that is, somebody who really wants to get their CDL, but they just don't have a lot of money saved up, right? But if you do have the money saved up, say you have $4 or $5 saved, it might be more expensive now, inflation and everything, but say you have, I'd say about $5 saved. You can use that money and put yourself through CDL school, and then you won't have to sign a contract with the company, because I understand that, some people, they don't want to sign a contract with the company, and so they much rather just get the CDL on their own and then pick a company to work for, right? And when you don't have a lot of experience, your options for companies will be limited, though. But I'm telling you, many times, even when you're working for these companies, your checks are going to be bigger than the checks you made at Walmart or McDonald's or whatever, like, job that you previously were working is going to pay you, usually, right? Retail, fast food, you're not going to make the amount of money that you'd make in trucking. Now, in trucking, you may have to pay your dues. You may have to go out on the road, and do OTR, over the road, or regional for a certain amount of time before that company will let you get on one of their local or dedicated accounts. Now, if you're lucky, you can go to a company and hop right on to a local job or company that has a local account in your city. But a lot of times, when you don't have experience, you have to go out on the road, whether it's regional or OTR. But the advantage with OTR is that, with OTR, a lot of people just, they live in the truck, and when they come home, they just live with their parents, and that way, they can live out on the road independently, and, not have to pay for an apartment and stuff like that, because when you're over the road, most companies, when you're over the road, you're going to have to stay out at least 3 to 4 weeks at a time. And when you do that, you're essentially living out of the truck. And so you're able to stack money very fast doing that. It's a pretty good thing if you're someone who is ambitious about saving money. You want to save a lot of money real fast. That can be a really good option for you. Right? Now, there are certain companies that you can work for that have programs where if you stay with the company long enough, you can, they'll put you through a trucking school, and you can go straight into a local job without having to go out on the road. There are local companies that do that, right? Like, you might have to work another job at that company for a while, and they have like a program where if you want to become a driver, they'll put you through that program, and you'll be able to stay local. I would do some research on that as well, but usually, if you're somebody who outright just wants to get that CDL right away without having to do all that, it's does that, right? And I know a lot of people talk bad about the mega carriers, but with the mega carriers, um, you are presented an opportunity where you'll be able to um, get your CDL, not have to pay out of pocket for it, and as long as you work for that company for a year, um, you won't have to pay for it. But like again, this goes for certain companies, right? And I'll admit, the mega carriers, they're not necessarily the best companies to stay with long term, but those are the companies that are gonna hire you like right out of CDL school, or they're gonna put you through CDL school. So even though I know you're gonna see on YouTube a lot of people talk bad about the mega carriers, and I'm gonna tell you they do have their problems. Mega carriers do have their problems because the pay is usually it's usually lower than, say, what a company that requires experience is gonna pay you. So again, if you go to mega carrier, do a year or two there, and then find a better company to work for. That's what most people do. Most people don't really stay long term at mega carriers as drivers, but they serve their purpose, right? They serve their purpose. Me personally, I went through a mega carrier, and they pay for my school, and I had to work there for a year, and then after that year, I moved on. And so, for me personally, it worked out for me. Now, granted, I was able to go on a dedicated account, but for some people, that option for a dedicated account may not be there. You might have to go out OTR, right? Regional dedicated. That's basically what I did, regional dedicated. And so, yeah. But it worked out for me. And before that, I'll be honest, I was essentially doing Uber Eats full time because I quit working for the post office with no job lined up. Yes, I know it was a dumb decision, but this was back in 2021 where Uber Eats, you actually made good money with Uber Eats. Now fast forward to 2024, people aren't making good money with Uber Eats. Let's be honest. But that was back in 2021 where you can actually make good money with Uber Eats, and so I did that full time. And I didn't want to do that full time. I actually wanted to work for a company and actually get real benefits and stuff. Because with Uber Eats, you're not getting benefits, right? You don't have paid time off, and these different benefits that, say, a big company is gonna have, like 401k and insurance, health insurance options. Well, I want to say Uber. Does Uber have health insurance? I think I saw something about some sort of health insurance they had, so maybe they got that, but it's probably not going to be as good as, say, the insurance that a big company can, provide for you for working there. And so I just wanted that. I wanted more stability with eventually, right? Just think about it, right? And don't be intimidated by the size of the truck too. You're gonna have instructors there that are gonna help you every step of the way, from getting the CDL. And once you get to a company, more than likely you're gonna have to go out with a trainer as well. You're gonna have to spend time in the truck with a trainer doing actual runs with, you know, going different places, picking up and unloading and stuff like that. And so, you'll be fine. Like, don't be nervous or intimidated by that aspect either. And so, yeah,